Hello everyone. Today I will enable and disable the SSH connection to our XenServer hypervisors in a few minutes with the help of Ansible. So if you already worked with XenServer, you know that the only option that Citrix lets you know that it's possible is to do it manually. So I have those articles and they always tell us to, one option is here to log in and type xx console and go to this screen. So this screen will appear and you have to go to remote service configuration, enable or disable. You have to type the root and the root password, and then you will be prompted to enable or disable the connection. So this is, from my point of view, it's a lot of work if you have tens or hundreds of XenServers that you need to enable or disable the SSH connection. For example, if you, I don't know, if you want to execute some scripts that are going to go through the SSH port, and your environment is locked down, so everything is disabled for security reasons, then you need to go on each host and do this process manually. Enable, and then go to the next one, and go to the next one, and go to the next one. This will take you, if you have to execute that script on, I don't know, 100 VMs, I believe you will need 1 hour just to enable this this SSH connection. But I managed to automate this with Ansible and two scripts, two Python scripts. I'm not a Python programmer, and I managed to create the scripts with an AI. I just looked at a similar script in the XenServer, and I managed to make my own script. My environment for now, on all the hosts, we have the SSH connection enabled, so we can connect via PuTTY. I have two versions, so I have two pools with XenServer, with the current XenServer 8.c1. Where is it? I can see it. Default install, and here on the version details, yeah, so it's 8.c1. The other ones are also 8.c1, and I have also a new pool that has XenServer 8, so the latest XenServer. Because there is a big difference between 8.2c1 and the latest version. They are working with different Python versions, and I had to create one script for one Python script for the XenServer 8 and a different one for the old version. So first let's start. So how this works, I have one script, one Ansible playbook that will deploy those scripts that I was talking about. So one script is to enable SSH and the other one is to disable SSH. And I had to double them because I have XenServer 8 and XenServer 8.1. So let's start with which one? With XenServer 8. That's the first one. So Ansible playbook, it's number 1 and it's deploy. So first I need to bring those scripts on the hosts, and I will leave them there forever so that I can use them whenever I want. Vault pass, okay, password. Let's see. So one deploy. Okay, XenServer 8. Do you want to deploy? Yes, I want to deploy. The script will read from this file. And I just listed here all the hosts in my pool. You can list right here, I don't know, 100 hosts if you have, or your entire environment, because this playbook will only copy the scripts on the hosts, and for this, of course, it needs SSH to be working. So this is why I'm telling you that enabling and disabling should not take us so much time, and we should automate this. Okay, so yes, the script already started, copied, so it copied the disable SSH and the enable SSH script. It copied them on each host. Now, for example, let's see, what do we want to do? So this is the new XenServer. So this one, pool 02. Let's minimize the other ones. So here it's clear we have SSH enabled, and let's disable it with the other playbook. So let's just change the option here, and we want to use the enable or disable playbook. Second. Okay, looks good. Again, the password vault, because all the passwords are in the vault. And now the playbook will ask us, what do I want to do, enable or disable? And in this case, I want to disable because it's already enabled. Okay, and it is done. It has disabled the SSH connection on all the 3 hosts. As you can see, you no longer can connect to them. Where is it? The console. Okay, let's also see how it looks like in the XX console. This doesn't refresh so fast, so we can, for example, if I go now to remote service configuration, I might see that it's not disabled, and it's currently, so it's saying you that it says that currently it's enabled, but it's not, because you can no longer access it via SSH. But this will refresh in time, or maybe if I restart the XAPI service, it will refresh. Okay, let's try to enable it back. So we will use the same Ansible playbook. Again, the vault password, and this time I just want to enable. Okay, and now we should be back in business. We should be able to open PuTTY, and we can also test. Okay, and once, if I'm here, let's go to the location where I've copied the scripts, etc, and it's called xapi.d and plugins. If I list here, we will find our 2 scripts. So here they are copied today. So the disable and the enable script. Now, if you have your own environment and you want to be extra secure, you can give those scripts a name that no one will guess, so that in case someone gets your root password, they simply do not know what to execute when they want to do this remotely. Okay, let's also try it on the other 2 pools. So this time we have 6 hosts, but the process is the same. but I need to use different different playbooks. I hope they work because I did not have time to test them. So let's Ansible playbook, and we go with number 2, and we go with deploy. Of course, ask vault pass. Okay, and this one should copy, and I want to deploy. Yes, we want to deploy. Should copy the scripts on 6 servers on both pools. Okay, copied them, and yeah, so we need to also disable the SSH, so it's enabled. Let's go and disable it. Okay, different playbook, but still number 2, and now we say enable or disable 8.2. Okay, the vault password. I believe I forgot here to add that. Yeah, I forgot to add that that question about if I want or not to if I want to disable, if I want to enable, but no problem. Let's do it in this video. We have a little bit of time, so this one, enable SSH, disable SSH. No, those are the Python scripts. Sorry, where is it? Enable is 8.c1. Okay. So I did forget to. So the disable is here, but I have to have that question in the front. Let's take it from the other playbook. This one, because the question, it's not a question, it's a variable, a prompt, a prompt that asks you for a variable, because enable and disable at the end will be a variable. So Control C, and let's go here and paste it. Okay, enable or disable, and then we should go to disable if disable, and the other option is to enable. Here we have to say that we want to execute this task if we selected enable during the launch of the script of the playbook. I'm sorry. Enable, disable. Let me just check. 8 dot, disable, enable. Okay, now we can run one more time the playbook. Now it should work as expected. Yes, so we want to disable. Okay, so we disabled. Let's check if we really disabled. So this was a moment ago enabled. Okay, it's no longer possible to connect. Let's check another one. Where is it? This one too. Okay, perfect. So it works as expected. Let me re-enable it so that I do not forget. This is also a good test to see if the enable option works. Enable. Okay, enabled. And let's see. Yeah, it works. Okay, so let's take a look at the playbook first. So we will only look at the first playbook, so this doesn't take so much time. So as I told you, it reads the hosts from this is the deploy script playbook. So this is a simple playbook. It just reads the host names from this file so that it knows where to copy the Python scripts. So for this one it copies the disable and enable for Xen for Xen 8. So this one and this one. So those are standard checks. It just checks that the file that this Xen hosts 8 file exists, and then a simple with SSH pass. I'm just copying the file from my Linux VM, so where the Ansible is installed, to the remote host. And this executes only if I write in the first question when I run the playbook. If I write yes, if I don't write yes, then it will exit. It will not do anything. And of course, each script needs to be executable, and this is just as you know, when you make a bash script so that it can be executed, it's the same command. Okay, so this is the copying. Let's go to the enabling stuff and disabling. Again, here the enabling. One information that is important is that we are using API calls that we execute on the pool master only, so we cannot execute the commands on a different member. This is how it works. So it needs the pool master. I will show you the command in a few seconds, and you need the UID of the host that you want to execute the script. So if you have a pool with 10 hosts, then you have 10 lines here. The pool master should be always first in the list, and then the UID of each member. Even if so, this one is the pool master itself, and then the other pool members. Let's go back. Where is it? Enable and disable. Okay, so this is reading this file. So it's from here. Where is it? The cat. So the cat command reads the file. This one, pool masters. It reads all the entries, and it splits into variables when it finds this in the file. So this is the separation mark. Okay, I've also done a few debugs because it didn't work as expected at the beginning. And this is the command. So this is what we are looking for. You need to, of course, have the XenCLI installed. So I have another video about this, how to install the XenServer command line on your Linux, on any Linux, or at least I've managed to install it on this CentOS Linux. And the command is like this. So the remote host. So here will be, in my case, Xen 02 or 06, always only the pool master, the password, host call plugin, the host UID, because I told you need the host UID, and then the plugin equals your script, your Python script, and this is default fn equal main in all my commands. And of course, this is looping through all the entries in the file, and it just executes every line it finds in the pool master's files. Okay, and the last one, if you choose to disable, then it executes the same command, but it starts the disable Python scripts. Okay, let's take a look at the Python scripts. This one, let's first enable. So this is how it looks like. Don't ask me anything about it. I made it with an AI, with ChatGPT. I don't quite understand what's happening here. The only thing I understand is this one. So this is the normal Linux command that you start the SSH service. I mean, you enable the SSH service and then you start it. And the other one with the disable, it's exactly the same, but it's doing this. It's doing everything backwards. So it disables the SSH connection and then it stops it. And as I told you, the new version of the XenServer 8, this is the difference, and it also in the syntax there is a little bit of difference. So this is using Python 3, and the current version, the 8.cu1, it's only Python, and it looks a little bit different, and the syntax is different. But nevertheless, if you use ChatGPT or something like that, you will get it working in a few, I don't know, for me it took about an hour. Yeah, so it wasn't that easy, but it wasn't difficult also. It wasn't that difficult also. Okay, so this was it. I hope this will help you in your environment to achieve a very fast enable and disable of the SSH connection. If you have to implement something, you enable it in seconds, and then after you implement, you disable it, and you will save a lot of time. Okay, thank you for watching.